Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe.
And we're back, we're back. Yes, don't get jealous, fellas. Don't get jealous. You're mad, I know. Don't come looking for me. God is good. Why? God is good because you see who I got next to me. Okay? Now, before we get to her, let's take care of business. If you're watching this podcast, you already know that you're blessed. Why? Because you woke up this morning. God woke you up this morning. So give him an amen. All right? Thank you guys for tuning in for another phenomenal episode of Community Vibes. Yes, where we highlight special people who are doing special things in their respective communities. Now, as you can see, I'm the ugly one here. Yes, I am. Next to me, we have the Queen B. Yes, Queen Mel, that is. Melanie Taylor. Miss Melanie Queen Taylor, man. Okay? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
You doing all right?
I'm doing
Thanks
good.
for coming here.
Thanks for having me.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's give her a huge round of applause. Stand ovation. Stand ovation. All right? Okay, now if you're not already familiar with this queen, let me tell you about it right quick, okay? Now, the list is kind of long, okay? As you can see, the list is kind of long, okay? But Miss Melanie, listen, she is the owner and founder of this huge building off Riceboro Road called Stepping Stone, correct?
Correct.
And listen, man, she running all kind of things out of there, man. Okay, it's a one-stop shop. Okay, it's a one-stop shop. But she will get to that. Okay, she's going to explain what that is. But she's also, you see her hair, huh? You see mine? which one looks better? Mine or hers, huh? Okay, you see her hair, man. She got it, man. She lit.
You be certified.
She certified, huh? My hair don't even qualify right now. Certified, right? She is the owner of what?
Unique Vision Salon.
Unique Vision Salon. Some of these young ladies walking around here right now looking good because of her. Okay? Because of her. Now, we are in Augusta, Georgia. Is that where you're currently located, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, let's talk about your building.
Yes. So, which my building is called the Stepping Stone. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick little run. You know, my little minute from me. I ain't gonna try to hold you too long.
Take all the time you need. Trust me. So, we have nowhere to go.
Yeah, we are in a pandemic. So my facility is called the Stepping Stone. It's a small business incubator located in Augusta, Georgia, off of Riceboro Road and Stovall Street. So pretty much my facility has all first-time beginning business owners housed in this one facility. So it's 13 of us currently. It goes from a catering company to salon spas. We have a studio. I'm also able to hold events there. Beauty salons, anything you could think of. We got people doing med spa. It's really branded into something bigger than I ever thought of. I just thought it was gonna be just a small.
It's the Wizard of Oz, man.
Yeah, it just keeps going and going and going. So
if you need caskets, they got caskets for sale.
We got caskets. We'll have you look good though. You know, we'll have you caskets.
Yeah,
we will do that.
It will make you look good out here in these streets. Okay. Now, so you've been in business for 15 years.
Yes.
But you've had that building for 3 years.
Yes.
Let's talk about the process from starting your business to getting that, you know, let's say that particular building, because that's a huge building that you have.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a serious faith walk. I cannot even, it's crazy how your vision shifts. Like I was telling him, I wish I would have went to an HBCU and a lot of different stuff I wish I would have did, you know, just seeing other people's experience, but I live vicariously through other people because that was not my path.
It is what it is. You're still successful.
Yeah.
Very successful.
Yeah. But so I started off in middle school doing hair, and it all spurred from a bad haircut. Cause me and my sister both was gonna save all the little puppies in the street.
Okay.
We want we was gonna open up a veterinarian facility. Like any little stray dog, we was out there feeding it. So we would get in trouble.
Fleas and all.
Fleas and all. We out there getting it food.
We don't care.
So a bad haircut shifted into what you see today. So middle school, high school, everybody's hearing the band. You know, I got in trouble and fussed at plenty of time because everybody was downstairs in my room.
Really?
Yes. Doing hair. You know, dudes could come in, so I had to braid their hair on
fellas,
on the
I'm sorry, fellas.
You know, you got the green box and you got the step.
Fellas, we sorry you can't come in.
And that was during the Allen Iverson era, so you know they
everybody wanted
small braids.
Wow. See, my hair wouldn't grow that long for some reason.
Yeah, that might be where you at now. Yeah. Moment of silence.
Okay, we back. We back. So now, you know, we seen, like, the whole Augusta saw when you started, when you had your grand opening for your building. Yeah. Correct?
Yeah.
Now, what was that process like?
That process was, to be honest, when I first started doing hair, because I got pregnant with my daughter when I was 19.
Okay.
So I started off at Jazzy Hair Studio. You know, Jazzy, when I was young, even when I was in elementary school, well, not elementary school, but middle school, high school, all you heard was Jazzy Hair Studio. Yeah. Like, that was the poppin' salon in Augusta.
The poppin' salon.
So, you know, when I went to cosmetology school, I was like, you know, where am I going to work at? Didn't really, really wasn't really thinking about it like that. Started working with them. I interviewed. I was 18 because I went straight from high school to cosmetology. Yeah. Then I was, I hadn't even graduated yet, and I started.
You went to Butler High School, correct?
Yes,
Butler, stand up. Butler Bulldogs, stand up, man. Huh? That black and gold.
Yes.
That black and gold.
The Bulldogs.
Okay, we back.
My yellow. Yeah.
Hey, she's always representing those Bulldogs, man.
I am.
I am. Okay.
So I graduated from Butler, went straight to cosmetology school at Augusta Tech. Like I said, Jazzy took me under their wing. And at that particular point, I was just doing hair because pretty much I went from in my bedroom to now I'm actually in a building doing hair. So I'm working with them. I really didn't have no vision. I'm just making money. At that age, 19 years old, I was just making money. So got pregnant with my daughter. So my whole game shifted. Because I was just going to be a booth renter. Like, I was just going to work in people's facility and just pay booth rent and keep it pushing. But, because
you had you have a boatload of clients, man. Loyal clients, man. I'm telling you. There's not one young lady around Augusta, Georgia that does not know this young lady, man. I promise you, man. Fellas, watch your girlfriends, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm out here getting people married and making babies. Like
making babies.
Woo.
Okay?
My bad. I ain't trying to make them look that good.
Be careful. Alright? Be careful. Alright.
Oh, God.
So let me ask you this right here. Now, when you started your business, okay, was it just a salon first? Just plainly just a
me and a business
salon?
partner, we branched out in 2008 and started Unique Vision. We were actually down by Payne College off of Druid Park. Okay. So we started there first, little small, little building or whatever. And then we end up actually moving to Riceboro Road, which is directly across the street from the building I'm currently in now.
Oh, really?
Yes, literally directly across the street.
Oh, okay.
So I went from Druid Park to Riceboro Road.
Was it smaller?
Yes, it's a house.
Okay,
so
okay.
When I was in this house, the building across the street, I would see it all the time. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I knew it used to be a cosmetic center. But, I had and the crazy part when I say God shifts your vision, because I was in that building, had pretty much taken over solely. Me and my business partner were no longer partners. And so it was, my baby. So I have redid this entire house. The owner of the house was like, you know what, Melanie? I'll sell it to you because, you remodeling it anyway.
Right.
So for some reason, I never made it to the bank to do the paperwork, to even try to attempt to buy this house. The building across the street ended up going up for auction. And I'll never forget the guy that was the contractor for the housework that I did. We joke and jive all the time. So he hit me up. He was like, that building across the street for auction, right? I was like, yeah. And he was like, you only got to do it for $100. He was like, you ain't got $100. So it literally started from him joking and jiving with me, saying, you don't have $100 to put down on this bid. Because I never,
Look how God works, man.
Literally from jiving me out and us going back and forth. And it turned into a whole GoFundMe. I mean, the whole community got involved. People was donating. It was really crazy. I can't even, some of it I don't even remember. It's like, I know just, you know, it was shifting.
It was a community.
It was a community. And it was a wave of God. Like it was, because it was bigger than me. Like I went from a small 900 square foot house to a 7,500 square foot building, literally directly across the street. Directly across the street.
All it takes is a leap of faith, man.
Yeah.
A leap of faith. I'm telling you. So, once you move across, well, let's say across the street to the Wizard of Oz, I'm telling you, recently, yo, man, it's like a 10-story building almost, right? With like 20 rooms, okay? Listen, I saw people, man, pulling out caskets, okay? They got all kind of business going on in there. Women walking out, man, looking good, man, looking in the mirror like, girl, I'm ready, girl, girl, I look sexy. Listen, okay, now, what's the location?
It is 1433 Stovall Street.
14 what?
33 Stovall.
33 Stovall Street.
Yes.
Okay, so I need y'all right now to go flood it right now, okay? Now, do they have to call and make an appointment or just come by?
Well, everybody is their own. So we have a website, which is www.steppingstoneaugusta.com, which you can see all of the different businesses that are housed in the facility, because everybody has their own connection, you know, so it's not like you call me to book with somebody else.
Right.
So everybody's their own business, but you can go to the website and see who all's in there, contact them. Even for me, the Stepping Stone, because we do hold events, so which we can't do events right now, but we do tutoring sessions, photo sessions, whatever somebody needs to hold, a small event. We've done bridal showers, baby showers, all the kind of different stuff.
So let me ask you a question, because we kind of spoke about this prior to us starting. Now, this is a kind of like a beginner's house for young or new entrepreneurs, correct?
Correct.
Talk about that.
So what it kind of, because I've always been the youngest person in the room.
Yeah.
Even when I started, even when I started with Aztec Products, I was the
even when I'm not the oldest.
Yeah.
The youngest.
So venturing out in this career, I saw where so many people quit because, you know, the overhead, you know, not having capital, bad credit, all that kind of different stuff, which I went through that entire same pathway. You know, when I was out in the industry, hey, if you ain't pay your rent, you got kicked out. Like it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
So, you know, being able to go to the bank and take out loans, you know, anywhere from IRS to taxes, all that stuff I went through. I went from no income to income, you know, from TANF welfare to now actually having a payroll. I pay other people. So it's all
hustler, man. Yeah. Hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. Yeah.
So it's all about being disciplined when you're being an entrepreneur. Even though we make our own hours, we make our own days. You have to, if you want to be corporate, you have to act as if you're corporate.
Facts.
So I do everything as if I was corporate. So from retirement to like,
well, they say fake it till you make it.
Yeah, you fake it. So I was right here balling out of control, you know, with no money.
In my mind.
In my mind.
In my mind. I'm telling you.
But you know, if you keep saying stuff for a very long time,
it
will come true.
Speaking into existence. That's what my grandmother said.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of your words. Be careful of your words.
Okay.
So, you know, I was speaking all this big, and that's the crazy part that I tell people. When I was younger in these other rooms, I was like, dang, I always want to have a place where I can show people how to, you know, be in the industry so they don't quit.
Right. I
said that for years when I first started as a young stylist, because even in my cosmetology class, it was like 35 of us. Only 3 of us do hair. So it is not for my time, it's not an industry where you just keep going, because you get that false hope in school, like, I'm going to go out, I'm going to make all this money, and it's going to just come like that. In that time, it didn't. Now we have social media. You know, we got Instagram. It's huge. We have all that stuff. So back then, it was handing out cards, giving out flyers. People had to physically know you. Physically know you. Right? Or referred by somebody.
That's why networking is key.
Yes. Yeah. This time, you know, you can get reviews on social media and somebody to come see you. So it's a totally different vibe. My only thing with the era now is not being legit.
What you mean?
Not being legit as in you're not reporting your money right. You are not you're not legally a business. Like you don't have your EIN number, you know, your tax ID number. So it's all those different things to make you having a business license. And so having the actual legitimized documents is what helps you further down the road. I say don't hide it, because if you hide it, later on you gonna actually need it and you won't be able to access it. So
you see these jewels she dropping, man?
That's what the pandemic helped. I'm telling you.
You're gonna have to rewind this later on, because she is dropping jewels.
Don't
now,
hide it.
Speaking of the pandemic, how did you make it through the pandemic?
Me making it through the pandemic was from the discipline I learned early on from my mentors that helped me just to get my stuff in place. One thing I can say, I am a good listener and I follow instructions. Okay. Like if somebody that I see that's my mentor, I know where they've been at, I know where they're going, and I've seen their steps. If they tell me, say, hey, Melanie, do this, Melanie, go do it. Right. I don't ask no questions. Right. I don't do. So them actually telling me, hey, go to the bank and make deposits every single day. Report what you're actually making to the IRS. Put yourself on payroll, so that you can actually claim all of your money and put all your assistants on payroll. Like a lot of us, I love my brother and sister, but we pay a lot under the table. We do. We do a lot of different stuff. And so like when this pandemic hit, I was able to get funding from all the stuff that was coming from Capitol Hill, because I actually put my income on my bank statements, I mean on the IRS as it was. So I, you know, I didn't say, hey, I only made $25,000 shit when I made $200,000. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually report your income. You have to. We're going to Ruth Chris when we leave here, man. I'm sorry, my bad, man. We're going to Ruth Chris, man. We get one of them big steaks, man. Go ahead, my bad. Yeah. My bad. So even with the grants, like the payroll protection and stuff like that, I was able to do that because I had my CPA in place. So he had me. Now, what's a CPA? That's the certified. That's my tax guy, my accountant. Okay. So he handles all my books. CPA. Like, get you a CPA. Yes. We sold together, Ty. He in my bank account. Like he have access. So that's money talk right there. That's big money talk, man. We ain't talking debit cards. We talking money. And separating, like they want to see that. So I have Melanie Taylor, but I have Melanie Styles LLC, which is doing business as Unique Vision. And then I have Melanie Taylor, the Stepping Stone, which is UV Enterprise. So separating and knowing all this different stuff. So if anybody tried to sue me, they can only sue the business. They can't touch Melanie Taylor. You got to come through me first, though. I swear I'll fight you outside. I swear you try to sue my girl, I'll fight you outside. So let's talk about this right here. Now, when the pandemic hit, okay, we know for a fact that you had clients calling your phone, right? Yeah. Like, girl, what I'm gonna do? Girl, my hair, girl, my lace front showing, girl, what I'm gonna do with myself? So how did you keep them calm? So when the pandemic hit, so my mother, she's in the medical field. So actually when the pandemic they were first talking about it, I had already started, because the thing about being a cosmetologist, we have to do sanitation, disinfecting anyway. Right. So that really wasn't a shift. Now you do got some stylists out there and barbers, y'all ain't that clean. So it's really affecting y'all. Yeah. But we already did all that. So I was already spacing my clients out. Okay. I wasn't implementing the mask because that wasn't, they weren't talking about masks at that particular time. Right. But so as it continued, my clients were calm. I was calm. I think I felt more anxious and worried when I was getting the facility and actually going through the pandemic. Because I think me getting the building, I went through so much trying to get the doors open, from construction to paperwork documentation. And I mean, whenever it's a shift and you're actually changing the atmosphere, and we are in, social injustice and different stuff right now. So I can say in my young age, I actually saw what it felt like what my grandparents went through with being a black female, trying to get a facility within a white community, older community, because I was only 31 at that particular time. Young. So it's like, who this young black girl trying to get this building in this area? So I went through all that. Like at first I never experienced like racism or being feminine. Like we came to a topic now. Black Lives Matter. We came to a topic. So how did that affect you? It made me initially feel like I was not worthy to be there. because I was dealing with self-esteem issues. I didn't go to college.
Right.
So I only went to Augusta Tech and got my cosmetology license. I went to high school, and I went to AU for a year and I dropped out because that's when I got pregnant with my daughter. My parents were like, oh, you need to go back to college because you gotta have a degree, you gotta do this. So I went to college for a year. It was miserable, like hated it. So I asked him, I was like, let me try this out. If it does not work, I will go back to college. I have not went back to college yet.
Because she is highly successful.
Not saying don't go to college, because to me, I feel
not saying
like,
that.
I'm not saying don't go to college.
Yeah,
this is just my experience.
Yeah.
So I feel like mine was a life walk, and I feel like a lot of steps where I could have did it quicker, I kind of did a little slower because I did not go to college.
Right.
So I was kind of learning from my mistakes versus if I would have learned it in school, hey, you know not to do this.
Right.
But I'm on and popping. I can't even complain about it.
On and popping, man. On and popping. I'm telling you, I'm a living witness. Okay, she's on and popping. Now, let's talk about something, because many of y'all do not know. Okay, but Miss Taylor can sing. Huh? Yeah. You heard me correctly.
Make a joyful noise.
Miss Taylor can sing. Okay. Now she's on. Now what do you call that particular choir? The praise team?
Oh yeah, the praise team.
She's on the praise team at Tabernacle.
Yes.
Baptist Church. The historic.
Tab.
Not Tab West, but Tab in Augusta, Georgia, man. Okay. Now, I personally think she can sing. Why don't you come see for yourself? But what? Nah, she tried to listen. So what inspires you to actually? Well, because see, my nobody knows this. I can sing low key.
Oh, low key, you get make
low key in the shower.
Okay.
Okay, but I would never sing in front of a huge church choir. Well, church congregation. Okay. So what inspired you to, let's say, take that route?
Well, I can't lie. Coming up when I was a kid, we was in church 7 days a week. 24/7. Like my dad was on the deacon, the trustee ministry. My mom was the usher. You had your godparents around. And see, we're military, so we ain't had no family here. So pretty much we were adopted. And most churches downtown is the housing around it. So literally every day at church. On the weekends, Saturdays was the worst because they had all the meetings and the RC and RA. We'd go down to my place.
So you were raised in church, basically.
I was raised in church. So, and it was a small church. So when I came to see, when I was younger, you didn't go to Tabernacle. Tabernacle was that prestigious, I never stepped foot in Tabernacle until 2010.
So you had your stuff together to go to Tabernacle.
It was, that's where all the, people in political office went. It was totally, and I've just heard about it. I've never experienced it for myself.
Right.
And just the whole dynamic of how it is now versus how it was. Like, it was like you could hear a pin drop in there. It was just... But even coming up as a kid, we never went to Tabernacle. Like you had choir anniversaries and stuff. We just didn't go there. So my business partner, because I hadn't been to church because I was churched out. Like once you can make your own decisions, kind of sometimes that first decision you make is to stop going to church. Because you're like, I want to sleep in. The Lord know my heart.
I'm tired. I'm tired. You went to the club.
Not really the club.
She ain't gonna tell y'all. She ain't gonna tell y'all. I know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And church was different because
we all fall short of glory.
But see, and then I got pregnant with my daughter young, so it's kind of like, church folks can be the worst folks.
So let me ask you this question right here. Do you seem like you were judged when you had your daughter, let's say, at such a young age?
Well, it's crazy how the rumors start because actually I had stopped going to church on a regular before I even had her.
Before you even had her.
But the rumor was, she didn't come to church because she's pregnant or she didn't have, But so it kind of felt like that, and the relationship I was in with my child's father was not a healthy relationship. He was abusive physically and emotionally. So it took a whole nother toll on me, first being a single young mom and mentally, not going to school. And, when you constantly get put down, when success happens and different stuff happens, it can make you feel, it would make me go back and regress. Versus some people, because I felt like oh, you know, I don't want to be in this light. And even, you know, having different issues with my child's father, like testimony I had at church, you know, going to jail.
Right.
Like I was literally 8 months pregnant and sitting in the back of a police car for get locked up.
Wow.
So that stuff actually, so the more stuff happened, the more scared I got, because I'm like, oh, I don't want nobody to figure out about my past, you know. So even when I got the facility, when I was, you know, went from one place to the next place, doing hair shows, you know, I was still real quiet and low key. Like I told you, I'm naturally an introvert, and so
that's what she says.
Yeah, when I be doing other stuff, that be Anita, that does not be Melanie. That's my alter ego. So
yeah,
just so that like I said, success, even getting a facility, like I was happy, but I felt like it was a burden, and it was not so happy. Like it made other people at that particular time, I feel like, more happy than me, because I saw everything I lost. Like I lost friends, I lost, you know, relationships, the financial state of trying to, and that's how you know the Lord will provide, because I had no money to get. I had just had my 30th birthday.
3-0.
I'm a crazy saver, right? So I done spent, I don't even want to say how much money I spent on this 30th birthday. The Lord, you know, he know.
Blew the bank open.
It's ridiculous.
Blew the bank open.
But it was crazy because if I would have never had that birthday party like it was, I would have had the money I needed for this building.
Wow.
But not having it forced me to do something I never do. I don't put myself on Front Street. I don't ask people for stuff.
Right.
So it forced me to put myself out there. So I guess it was, you know, meant for me to do what I need to do for my 30th. Right. But I was just like, Jesus, like, I had the money. Why you let me spend it? Why you ain't tell me a couple months?
I ain't tell her.
Why you ain't tell me a
what
couple
kind of friend
months?
am I?
Why you didn't tell me ahead of time you wanted me to get this building? You know,
Facts.
so I wouldn't have spent this money.
But you learned from that, though.
I did learn. And I've never just been, you know, crazy. But at that particular time, I was just, you know, I was like, I ain't never had a birthday party. You know, I had my daughter. I was like, you know, let me really turn up for my 30th. So I turned all the way up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
So let me ask you this question right here. Now, we know that you have a huge following from that Tab congregation. Okay, let's talk about that. How does that make you feel? Because you know, some of those women coming there with their hair, I'm talking about looking gut.
Yeah, I do. I can't, and it's crazy at Tab when I first started going there, and that's why I participated in stuff at Tab, because to me Tab was huge compared to the church I went to. I've never sat in the balcony. That's just how big. Because I don't feel like I'm in church no more stairs. So I was down.
Me either.
Yeah.
I'm about to change that though. I'm about to change. God forgives me. Okay, God forgives me.
Oh,
okay, go ahead.
So I've never sat upstairs, and you know, like I said, going to church, we was in something all the time.
Right.
So when I came, I was like, dang, what can I get in to kind of participate in the church? So singing, we was in the choir and stuff like that. So I started with the Imani Praise Choir, and then kind of ventured out into the praise team. But I did that to kind of feel a part, so it didn't feel so huge. Because me just coming there every day, I would not feel. It wouldn't feel churchy to me, because it would just feel like it's a huge room. You know what I mean? So getting connected actually made it feel more church home, you know, like meeting all kind of people. Because initially people didn't know my name. They was just like, the girl in the praise team that do hair. Like, they didn't know my name.
Yeah. They just know that you do phenomenal work.
Yeah. Okay?
Listen, you don't even have to know her name, man. Just go to a shop. Okay? Go to the Wizard of Oz. I'm telling you, you will leave a very happy person. Now, Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
What does that mean to you as a strong, successful African-American Black woman? What does that mean to you?
Black Lives is crazy that we're still in this, you know.
Yeah, because you actually face racism.
Yeah, I faced it, and I mean, just I can't even. It's no words for how I feel about how this whole thing that's going on, and how we still get treated less than, and you know, only thing we're trying to do is make it like everybody else.
That's it.
It's no different. I'm not trying to be better than you. I'm not trying to take from you. But it's like you feel inferior to me because of what? You know what I'm saying? We can't help the gifts that God gave us. We can't help the creativity. You know, we can't help that. So to, you know, try to kill us, try to... I can't even, I mean, it's so much. It's not just killing. It's from the school districts to the housing to, I mean, just bank. And even just trying to go to the bank and get money. It's like... It's so crazy. I can't even describe. And so for me, in the process of getting a business, where I try to tell my counterparts all the time, you know, which we kind of have an issue with people leading sometimes. Everybody wants to be a leader.
Everybody wants
in our
to.
Community.
Nobody wants to be a follower.
Yeah, and we can't all lead. Sometimes somebody got to be able to get the foot in so we can bring everybody else along. And we can't criticize that person or think they're bigger than or doing more because they got the foot in. No, they got the foot in, so now we can do it. Because for me, the building, like I said, it became a community thing. I don't see it as, oh, now Melanie's bigger than every beauty stylist in Augusta. No, I showed you, hey, we can do this. My daughter, she knows, hey, we can own a facility and this thing can keep going for generations and generations. And it's not about, oh, it's a huge building or she's making this. No, come support me, I support you. Because it's plenty of stylists in my building. If it's services I don't do, I send it to them. And
they good too.
And before I even got my building, if I didn't know how to do something, I knew somebody in the community know how to do it. Hey, such and such down the street know how to do such and such. I've never been the type that, oh no, don't go to her. You know, that's not how we grow. You know, that's not how.
Talk about that.
We gotta spend our money with each other.
Unity.
Now, yes, unity. Now I must say, we got to be on top now, because a lot of my brothers and sisters, y'all slacking now. You know, we have to go to the other side because you ain't doing right.
CP time.
Yeah, CP time.
CP
if
time.
You say that you open from 9 to 5, you got to be there from 9 to 5.
Got to be there from 9 to 5.
You can't take no extended break, lunch break, just because that's not how it works. Yeah, you gotta be strategic. You know, you gotta be on point, because your stewardship now is what puts you into the next level. So all I can say is you just gotta be on point.
So let me ask you this. So you're a single mother.
Yes.
How does it feel knowing that your daughter sees your success? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that has to feel special, because she saw you grind from the bottom.
Yeah.
Like she was there when it all started. Like
which is crazy. You know,
she was there.
Let me tell you, some people can be so close to you that they don't see it.
Right. Really?
So yes. So for my daughter, she is like, oh, this is what my mom always do. You know what I'm saying? She don't, but her friends like, Melanie, your mom has a whole building. Yeah. Like, she don't see that. She just see, oh, my mom just going to the shop. Yeah. See, you know what I'm saying?
See, my mother clean building. I saw it. So I went, you know what I mean? So that was something that I couldn't brag about, right? But you actually own a building. But you didn't start from there, though. That's the crazy part. You started from the mud. You got it from the mud, you pulled it up, and now you're shining. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for a child to actually see that, man, that has to be
and you really don't know how your children feel about you until they tell somebody else, or like she had to do a school project, and you find out, because you know what me is, it's mom, you know, you get a long post on Mother's Day and stuff like that. So I think she's proud. She's very proud. She's very proud of her mother. I had to learn how to be softer with her, though, because I feel like me going out into the world, I have to be this bull, so I do
low key.
Yeah, so I don't get trampled. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I come home, I had to figure out kind of how to take that off a little bit and be a little more, you know what I'm saying? Because with her, like if she crying, it's like, girl, if you don't get up and stop crying, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to understand, so I had to get back.
Different.
She's different.
Yeah, I got you.
She's a little more emotional than me. I be like, girl, if you don't shut up, like.
Yeah, I mean, but this is G, right? This is an OG right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we've learned so much about you today, right? Yeah. But here's one important question. Before we close out, ladies and gentlemen, you know the question I love to ask my guests. You know, and this question will determine our friendship going forward. Yes, it will. Okay? Now, you ready?
I'm ready.
You eat chicken wings?
I do.
You eat chicken wings?
I do.
Okay. when it comes to chicken wings, okay, do you prefer the flats or drums?
I'm flats all day. I'm flats. I'm not a drum.
You
and
see?
then Chinese wings.
You see why I don't like her?
It got to be old school red.
You
bag.
see why I don't like her? Listen,
You a drum?
I told y'all flat lovers, you're weird. You're weirdos, man.
Don't nobody
We're
want
gonna
all
have
that
y'all drum
crumbled
tested.
up, that crumbled
I'm telling
up
you.
meat on the
Listen,
end. No.
drums have more meat.
See, I ain't no chicken. I'll eat chicken, but I don't eat all that.
Now she don't eat chicken.
I said
Now
I
she-
eat chicken. You know,
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you about chicken people.
Okay, let's talk
So
about
you got
that.
the chicken people that still leave a little meat and skin on the bone.
That's not me.
Yeah, you got the chicken people that clean the
clean
bone,
it.
and then
Right.
you got the chicken people that gnaw on the bone.
Right. But I'm not gnawing on the
See,
bone
some people
marrow.
want the marrow. Yeah, some people
Yeah.
get the marrow.
See, y'all ain't getting the marrow.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I feel
Y'all don't
like
want
when
nobody
I'm
else's
eating
blood in me.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want nobody else's blood in me. You feel me? We're going through a pandemic. Gotta be careful about other people's blood, especially chickens,
God.
because they're eating doo-doo and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
So the fact that she only likes flats tells y'all that she's not
I'm
a good
unique.
person.
I'm unique.
She's just not a good person.
I'm unique.
Okay? So you're all over the place, right? You're all over the place. And you go to a ton of hair shows, right? Tell me how those hair shows, how do they influence you as far as going forward with your business?
I guess it kind of gives me that getting from behind the chair.
Right.
So it gives my brand more exposure because I'm a platform artist and I educate. Then I'm also able to educate other stylists in different areas because
Gotcha.
you know sometimes in your own city people just don't appreciate you.
They hate us.
So when you get
They
to go to
hate us.
shows,
And yeah, I said it, you're haters. But
But I love the hair shows because it brings that fantasy side. Because you know, when you at the salon, it's kind of like, let me get my, because most of my clientele is conservative.
Gotcha.
So I don't really get to go really wild on them because
Right.
that's not the type of clientele that I attract.
Right.
So going to the shows, of course, the traveling, meeting different people, and it's crazy because it's kind of like you build a bond with all the vendors there because it's like a reunion every time we link up.
In fact.
So, you know, once we look at it, it's like, okay, let's put the, you know, I have to turn it to my alter ego, which is Anita. So I have to put my,
Anita.
Yeah, Anita's a whole nother
I've been drinking.
So I love it. I get to be somebody else, and you know, it's entertaining, which is crazy because I ain't like to do the welcome at church, like getting in front. So for me to be up on the stage and in front of people, and I do
Brings you
not-
out your comfort zone.
But it's like I'm in disbelief. It's like I'm a little ghost looking at myself. I can't believe that I'm doing it. Like it's an out of body experience.
Well, she's doing it. I'm telling you, I am a living witness. She's doing it, and she's doing phenomenal things. How can people, when they're watching this, when you are finished watching this entire podcast, how can they get in contact with you?
You can reach me at www.uvhairsalon.com or www.steppingstoneaugusta.com. The salon number is 706-945-0182. We have IG, we have Facebook. On IG is Stepping Stone or Unique Vision, or you can follow me, Miss UV Certified, on Instagram. And
Fellas, don't be trying to inbox. Don't be trying to shoot your shot.
it's strictly business.
Strictly business.
Yeah. So, but any of those platforms, you know, we're there. And I'm always at the salon, but since it's a pandemic, you just can't be walking up to my building because you're going to get that boo-boo face like, do you have an appointment? Like, and that's one thing I want to tell everybody. We are still in the middle of COVID, so y'all don't be out here acting crazy and doing too much. Mask on.
Mask off.
Social distance.
Yeah.
Don't put your guards down. I see a lot of people putting their guards down. Like, we got some crazy leadership out here, so we got to still be smart.
Exactly.
We got to still be smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, this was another phenomenal episode of Community Vibes, man. With the, I mean, we would listen. There's no word for this, but greatness. Okay, greatness. One-stop shop. All right.
Yes.
Make sure that you reach out, man. Support Black-owned businesses.
Yes.
Okay. Let's support Black-owned businesses. Okay. Let your money speak for itself. All right. Listen, we will be back soon, but for now, make sure that you stay blessed, stay safe. Okay. Put God first, and make sure that you love yourself. all right? Put your community in your prayers, all right? Because we need more people to lift us up, all right? Thank y'all, man. God bless. We'll see you soon. Make sure you stop by the shop, all right? Make sure you pray for my hair.
It's gone.
And pray for her for only eating flats, all right? She's a weirdo. Thank y'all so much. God bless.
Yo, Kingdom. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. You say you won't shine, come get your shine on. You say you want vibes, come get your vibe on. Community vibes,